Howdy, my name's Scooter Pickleberry. This is Florida Man Cooking. Today we're going to make some Monday gumbo. It's like Sunday gumbo, except we're using store-bought chicken stock instead of making it ourselves. A little bit quicker that way. Welcome aboard. It's good stuff, man. You're going to like it.
We're going to slice open that package like a piñata after the third whack. Boneless, skinless chicken thighs, best thing going. Make bite-sized pieces with it. We're going to throw a little bit of Creole seasoning on top of that, stick it in the oven at 325 for about an hour. Then we get to the trinity. The trinity of Cajun food, of course, celery, bell peppers, and onion. Slice that up. For the peppers, I just want to show this part in slow motion, or not slow motion, but regular motion. We're just going to cut down that groove and peel it apart, and you rip the heart out like a zombie grabbing the last brain-shaped donut at the bake sale. Once that's done, just do a little trimming. Make some strips, cut them into bite-sized pieces or smaller. We use one red and one green. I think typically it'd be just green, but red gives a little color. Slice those up real small. Stick them back in the bowl with the celery. The other bowl goes to the chickens. And then the onion, using one big onion. It's probably gave about 2 cups of diced up onion when I was done. And the star of the show, the Andouille sausage. That stuff's got great heat, great Cajun seasoning, a little bit of smoke. Absolutely delicious. In my mind, that's what makes a gumbo. So even if I'm making a seafood gumbo, I'll do that. Throw a little andouille in it. So this is just some baked grease I use. Melt that around the pan, or the Dutch oven, I guess. And then that sausage is already cooked. It's smoked, it's good. You can eat it cold out of the fridge, but it's even better if you put a little bit of a sear on it. So we stick it in here. I've got a flat wooden spoon with a spatula end on it that helps scrape up the fond at the end. Works really good. We're just going to throw those in until we get some colors. They're going kind of pink. After a few minutes, flipping them around, you get that nice kind of bronzish mahogany color. They come out, go in a bowl, set aside. I'm trying to keep all the juice in there though, so use a slotted spoon to pick these things out. And if one of them gives you trouble like this one does, eat it. I throw the onion in and soften it up a little bit. You don't have to do that. You can throw the onion in with the rest of the trinity, but I don't know, that's just something I always do. And once that gets a little bit softened and brown, picking up that fond on the bottom, we'll leave the juice in from it and stick it with that same slotted spoon into another bowl. Now the hard part. It's not hard, it just takes attention. We're going to make a roux. We're using about a half a cup of vegetable oil. Then we use a full cup of all-purpose flour. That's just a starter point. I'm probably going to add more oil later, but I don't want to have too much oil because then you have to add more flour to overcome it, and eventually you end up with a lot of flour in your meal. I want a nice roux, but I don't want it to be the overpowering thing in this gumbo. We start out, kind of goes in white, obviously. As it sits there for a little bit, it gets kind of blonde. And it's going to turn to kind of a peanut butter color. And then we're going to go to a light brown. And we're going to go to a dark brown. I like to take mine to a dark brown or even almost black, just about as dark as I can get it. You get a really good nutty flavor out of that. And if you do burn this, if you stop stirring or for more than a few seconds, it'll burn. If you do that, throw it out and start over. You can't overcome that burn taste in a roux. In this case, it looked a little bit dry to me, so I did throw a little bit more oil on it, maybe a third of a cup. I didn't measure it, I just threw some in there. And that's the nice thing about this kind of cooking. Nothing has to be exact. It's whatever you want. You could put anything in this gumbo. I'm just doing chicken and sausage in this one, but you know, seafood gumbo with sausage is also delicious. That'll be, I'll make a video on that sometime too. Just didn't have a whole lot of seafood laying around today. I haven't checked my crab traps in a bit. I gotta get out there next time I'm home and do that. I'm in Puerto Rico right now. It's hard to check crab traps on the west side of Florida when you're down here working. Anyway, you can see the color change. Now it's kind of more of that, getting a little bit dark brown. Still kind of a light brown, but we're getting close. We just keep moving it around. Literally do not walk away, you'll burn it quick. And this is on low heat. I like to use low to medium low heat. See, it's kind of almost a chocolate color now. That's perfect. So now we'll start throwing the trinity mix in. There's the celery and the peppers. I'm just going to give those a stir, get that roux lifted up into the veg. Now we'll throw the onion in. And again, we're just trying to stir everything around, keep that roux off the bottom. There's going to be some liquid added here shortly, but we're not there yet. This is garlic. This is the pope of the trinity. So you got to have garlic in this stuff too. That's about 6 cloves, minced up real small. And we just give it all a good stir. We're trying to get all of the different stuff to touch each other so that you get a little bit of flavor on everything. It's all about flavor. Here's the Creole seasoning, scientifically measured approximately 2 tablespoons or possibly teaspoons. I don't know, it wasn't actually that scientific. It was enough though because the end product tasted absolutely delicious. But I'd say a couple tablespoons wouldn't kill you, but if you did a little bit less, that'd be fine too. Stuff's very high in salt. Consequently, I try to go low sodium on the rest of it. So low sodium chicken stock, and I don't really add any extra salt. Put a little chicken stock in. This is just a teaser. This is just to get a little bit wet in there to protect the roux from burning. And also to give me a good area to mix so I can get everything mixed up real good. Just give it a stir. Now my favorite part, that andouille goes in. And then that pan I had in the oven at 325 for an hour of the bits of chicken thigh. And you'll notice we're getting all the juices in there too. That's all flavor, man. Just give that another stir. Just try to get everything mixed up, touching everything. And now we'll start adding the rest of that stock in. So those containers say they're 2 pounds. That actually works out to about 4 cups of stock. And I used about a half of another container in addition. So this recipe used about 6. But really the limiting factor is the size of your pot. If you have a bigger pot, you can obviously add more. But I was getting about close as I wanted to get to the edge of that pot. So I added about a total of 6 cups of chicken broth or stock, whatever that was. But it was a low sodium variety. So now we're going to bring it up to a boil. And then we're going to cover it, set it on a small burner on low, and just let it simmer for about an hour with the cover on. When you're done with that, it's done. In the meantime, if you need to make rice, this would be a good time to do it. Oh, I forgot. Here's some pepper. I like a lot of black pepper on pretty much everything, so I'll put a bunch in there. It's a real good flavor for this. So this is while we got it on a high burner, trying to bring it up to a boil. And the last thing, you need something to make this stuff. Once you cook that roux into a brown color, it's not going to do a real good job of thickening this sauce up. So you can either use filet, which is sassafras leaves ground up. I didn't have any of that. And if you do that at the end. Or you can use okra. Okra's got that kind of slimy cover on it. And the slimy cover is what thickens that up into a nice gravy. So I used about 10 okras, cut the tails and heads off, fed those to the chickens, put the rest of it in here. If you don't like okra, you can skip that step. I kind of think it's an essential part to a good gumbo. That's just me. And it's done. That's about an hour later. This is gumbo, man. It's going to be heavy on the gumbo, light on the rice. It's just so good. Trying to get a little bit of everything in there. Make sure you got the veg, make sure you got the sausage, make sure you got some chicken. We'll stick some long grain rice in the middle of it. And then outside of New Orleans, a lot of parishes and towns down there, or up there in Louisiana, they'll stick some southern potato salad on it. Thought I'd try that. I actually loved it. I think that's going to be a go-to for me in this. That's kind of how it looks. Nice thick gravy, lots of flavor.
All right, let's give it a shot. Looks pretty good. I'm not sure I can make that work in this lighting though, but got some green onions on top, some gumbo, a little bit of rice, a little bit of tater salad, southern tater salad. Whoa. Yeah, man. That's stuff. It's really good. Try it. Let me know what you think. I love it. It's got just the right amount of spice to it. Rich flavor. It's good. I think the only thing I do different is maybe take that roux just a little bit darker. But golly, that's good stuff. Thanks for joining us tonight. Try it. Let me know what you think. Love to hear from you. Y'all have a good night. Come back and see us again real soon. God bless.
You actually got a good guess. Yeah.